Let's go flying to Canyonlands. This is the Flight to Remember, 1966. My name is Roger Simister, and this flight was a round-robin flight to help me qualify for my commercial license. I decided to make the flight down to southern Utah, around and back up to Salt Lake. And it looks like this was in the winter time, and my brother Wayne, he decided to come along too. A very brave person to do this with a pilot, but I was trying to earn enough time to earn my commercial license. We took a Cherokee 140. It's a 4-place airplane. Took off from the Salt Lake Airport and started heading south. And part of the training of the commercial license is to take a round-robin trip solo without an instructor. And if you can return, you don't get lost, you don't crash, and you get back in one piece, that's a qualifying run. Here we're going over the Book Cliffs just as we were entering Green River, Utah. And the world below is very interesting. Here at the Green River Airport, we landed. This is the old airport that used to run up almost close to Main Street of Green River. You could get out here and walk to your restaurant and come back, get your airplane fueled, and get back in the air again. The airport manager there gave us some tips. He said if you ever run into bad weather, head for Green River. He say usually it's pretty clear there and you can get down okay. So we took that advice. Making a check on the oil, seeing that tanks are tipped with aviation fuel, and we're back in the air again. What we're doing is just following the Colorado River down south to Lake Powell. And during this trip we passed over Arches National Park and also diverted over to Dead Horse Point. Grandview Point is an area south and west of Dead Horse Point. It's that peninsula extending out there in the center. Beautiful point. Back in those days it took a very long dirt road to get out there. But now it's just a comfortable paved road drive from Green River. There's Marble Canyon with the crossing bridge there. And as we get deeper into the southern part of Union, southern part of Utah, the scenery becomes more spectacular. This footage here was taken with just a regular 8mm camera. So you'll have to excuse the quality. And Lake Powell just is in the forms of beginning to fill up. The dam was created in 1963, so this is about 3 years later as the dam continues to fill, which took about 17 years. The air was becoming a little bit rough during the noontime part of the day, so we had to fasten our seat belts. This is a lake that I would later take a boat on about 3 years later to explore. Now this part of the country is a little bit treacherous. That is for a airplane pilot who loses power. That's the dam right there, Glen Canyon. But there is airports nearby. We did land at Page, Arizona. Page was a town that was created from the construction of the Glen Canyon Dam. Seems like every airport down there has a watchdog on duty. So we're back in the air again, overlooking the Page Airport, and now we're headed west. Headed west to Bryce Canyon. More spectacular scenery, red rock cliffs. Very interesting country. Now Bryce Canyon is situated pretty high on the plateau, about 7,000 feet. Our little Cherokee here had no problem. They had the runway cleared of snow, which I was a little bit worried about, but it was okay to land on. Then back on the air, still heading west towards Cedar City as we pass more Bryce Canyon country. And of course, we could not pass up Zion Canyon, another rugged piece of Utah, and definitely most interesting from the air. Deep gorges, high plateaus, very rough country. And since we still had enough gas in the tanks, we decided not to stop at Cedar City, which is next door to Zion's Canyon. There we're cruising about 110 knots, which is about 125 miles an hour. And there we're headed north, and on towards the west is the Little Sierra recreational area. Lots of sand and lots of dunes. Alright, heading there is about 350 degrees. And as we come up, we can see the Wasatch Front ahead. And entering through Provo, Geneva Steel plant there by Utah Lake with Mount Timpanogos in the background. And looks like we came back just in time. The sun is starting to set. A great trip. Thanks for watching.